friends, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kim. I am an author illustrator, and here on my channel I love to create cozy and intentional content about books and writing and just all around lifestyle. So considering that we are in full swing of spring, who else has been trying to wear their spring-ish wardrobe but they are still stuck in their winter wardrobe? You can't see it right now, but I'm wearing like some sweats and like this little cardigan type of sweater, and I have been trying to transition into my spring wardrobe. Or where I live, the sun is like very much, the last few days has been in and out. We got a few showers the other day, and the last like 2 days the sun will be out and about for like 10 minutes and then clouds will just hover it. So needless to say, it is still a little bit cold, and my springish wardrobe, it's like lighter fabrics, and oh, I am just I'm too cold to be wearing those things. I am a person that gets cold very easily, so I know if I pull out my spring wardrobe, I am just gonna end up changing back to my winter clothes eventually. So friends, today what we are going to be doing is having a cozy self-care day. I love self-care days because they really just make me feel so much better, and this past weekend was a bit of a shambles for me, and I just wasn't feeling that great this weekend, and so I put a lot of things behind and I feel all in shambles. I feel a little just disoriented, disorganized. So for my self-care day today, I figured that I would plan out my week in my planner. I'm going to be planning out this week things that I need to get done for YouTube, for Patreon, just things, knickknacks that I need to get done. I know for me, when I get to plan out my week and I have a sort of guideline or rubric of what I'm going to be doing each day for the week, it just makes me feel a lot better. And for me, I love to include that in my self-care days, because when I know in my mind that I have a list of things that I need to get done every day, to me that is self-care, okay? Rather than just waking up and just trying to get organized to see what it is that I have to get done that day. Having some sort of plan and guide is part of self-care, okay? It makes me feel a lot better. It reduces my anxiety levels. So I am including that in my self-care day today. And considering that I am in between some books that I am reading for the month of March, I am also going to be adding those to my self-care day. I need to finish those. I am currently reading A Lullaby for Witches with my patrons. It is a historical fiction murder mystery novel that follows two POVs in between like timelines. So one is from the past, one is from present day, and it's about witches and creepy historical haunted museums. So I'm reading that with my patrons. I'm really enjoying it. So I need to wrap that up because I am reading that on my Libby through my Kindle, and I think it's due tomorrow. And then I am also reading The Dark Lord Clementine by Sarah Jean Horwitz. I am a few chapters in. I am on page 75, and you guys, this is so hilarious. It is so funny and quirky. I am having such a good time with this book. This follows our main protagonist, whose name is Clementine, and Clementine's father is what you would call a Dark Lord. So he reigns over this town, and the people of this town obviously have to listen to him, but he has fallen sick. This witch has cursed him because she wants to take over his throne. And of course, Miss Clementine, following her father's footsteps, is not going to let that happen. So she is sort of trying to step in and save her father, go look for this evil witch and stop the curse that she has put on her father. It is so funny. I'm having a blast reading about a protagonist who is, I guess, considered evil. So that is new, and this is a middle grade, and yeah, so I am hoping I can get to this, but my main priority is my Patreon. book. So I'm going to sprinkle those into my self-care day because reading, reading is self-care, okay? I also think I want to draw today. I've been wanting to do some doodling, maybe even paint. I have been really itching to bring out my painting supplies. I have this set of gouache jelly paints that I love, but I've tested already, but I haven't really been able to enjoy them recently. You know, as a creative, sometimes you look at the things that you have to do, especially because art is part of my job. You tend to look now, or at least for me, I tend to look at my art as something that I need to profit off of, and that could be really hard because art was something that I did for fun, and then now it has become my job. So I find that balancing where, okay, I draw sometimes for a purpose, either for Patreon or either for, you know, because I'm going to make something out of that thing that I drew. And now I want to include more like just drawing just because. I don't have to think about making money off of this. I don't have to think about profiting off of this. You're just drawing just because. So I think it's time to dust my sketchbooks, bring them out so I can do some painting and enjoy that. And we'll see what else we get into throughout the day, friends. I am just trying to have just a me day, a day where I do things that I enjoy, things just for me. So right now I am going to take Mr. Doby on a walk. He is sitting right next to my leg right here, just looking at me. So I'm going to take him on a walk and bring you guys along, and then maybe when I come back, I don't know, we'll see what I get into. Maybe I'll do some reading, maybe I'll do some painting. I don't know, we'll see. So let's go, friends. Hey friends, so let's see, I have gone on a walk, I had something to eat, and then I also planned out my week for this week of things I have to do. I played around with Doby, that gave me a lot of serotonin. So I've done some good self-care day things for me. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I love compiling or having some sort of rubric of things I need to get done because that severely eases my anxiety. One thing that I know for sure is going to give me anxiety is having a very sporadic schedule, and if in my brain I know there's so many things I need to get done and I don't have a sort of clear plan as how I'm going to tackle all of these, I get very anxious. So planning out my week, I do consider that as a self-care day. So anyways, that is done. Now I am thinking I am going to paint for a little bit. I have a couple of frames that I thrifted that I want to create new little paintings for, and I figured this would be a great opportunity for me to just bring out my brushes, my paints, my watercolors, and paint something. So I'm in the mood to paint some birds. I have some reference photos behind me that I'm going to be referencing. So I am going to do that. I'm actually very excited because, like I mentioned, I have been itching to paint. So considering it's my self-care day, I am going to allow myself to just do something casual, something serene, something I don't have to think too much about, something that doesn't involve profiting off of, just something for fun, something for me. Also, I am wearing my third sweater of the day because in the morning when I was wearing my brown sweater cardigan, I love that cardigan, but that one tends to be a little bit more itchy. And then when I went on a walk with Doby, I put on a thicker sweater because it was kind of cold outside. I put on that sweater and some jeans, and then sure enough, on the walk I got extremely warm. So I got home, took off that sweater, and then put this one on. I guess the challenge of this video is how many outfits can I wear in one video because this is literally my third sweater that I am wearing in this vlog. Anyways, let's go and paint some birds, friends. will be bad days. Be calm. Loosen your grip, opening each palm slowly now. Let go. Be confident. Know that now is only a moment, and that if today is as bad as it gets, understand that by tomorrow, today will have ended. It seems as if a bad day can feel as the all-encompassing definition of what our lives are. But I suppose that is what comes from a life we have been told must live up to perfection, where a bad day is never present and only those who live according to perfection are susceptible to a bad day. The older I get, I suppose I am starting to feel comfortable having a bad day. It is okay. They are familiar, normal. It means I am human. I am starting to look at a bad day as an opportunity to stop, slow down, and maybe try again another time or moment. I hope, friend, that you allow yourself this truth and not be so hard on yourself whenever you may find yourself having a bad day.